Okay. I got some new ones coming. So, all right. So we had to get rid of that spread.
Keep your hair out.
Okay.
Not
Yeah.
away.
Okay. We'll see. So, okay. So I was just sitting there and I'm thinking, like, hold on a minute. All right. We might be in the book of Acts, or this might just be something about some act or something, right? So I was just thinking, this got to be, I had to go back and I said, hold on, wait a minute. Because I feel like we dealing with some kind of energy where, hold on one second. Hold on. No, I'm not going to do that. Oh my goodness, I got to get up. Hold on one second. Ali, hold on one second. All right. So, whew, it started with this. Let's go on in here. All right. It's starting with this. All right. Because I'm starting to see this whole thing about the battle against God. But then I'm thinking about Archangel Michael and his followers go against the dragon or something like this. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Why is this not working? Why is it not working? Hold on. Oh. Yeah, it is connected to the internet. It's crazy. I don't know why my Wi-Fi isn't working. Can you not? I really asked you not to be all disturbing me and playing around when I'm doing my videos.
You are doing a video.
I am.
Oopsie. I'm embarrassed. Oh.
Okay. Well, there's something.
Oh. I didn't tell you to say goodbye.
Oh my goodness. All right. Okay, hold on one second. Yeah, that's weird. So, anyways, it's saying something about this woman or whatever, that everybody that kind of pierced this woman or did this woman wrong are going to come and they're going to kiss the bottom of her feet, right? So, it's talking about this feminine energy or whatever that these people are attacking, right? So it's making me think, okay, that everybody's gonna go to somebody at the. But see, that's the thing. I don't know if that's something that somebody is ready for exactly right now. But what I feel like is there's this culture, okay? I'm because the battle was here, so I'm thinking cultural wars, okay? So what I'm feeling like is like around 40 years old at some type of age here in this certain community. Because I was just talking to my daughter on the phone, right? And she was telling me something about her, and I'm not gonna tell her business on here or whatever. But we were talking about something personal about a relationship or something at one point in time, and then she was like, "Well, I don't know, this and that happened and everything like this, and it's starting to like he's like my best friend or my brother or something like this, whoop de woo woo." And so I'm like, hold on, this sounds like the same kind of storyline that happened with me and Taurus. We it was love at first sight, well, I don't think at first sight, okay, we grew a little bit after a couple weeks into each other. we were inseparable. Okay. At some point, so Taurus, okay, so Taurus like was my first everything, right? And so after a while or whatever, I don't know if it was just like us growing apart or wanting to experience other things because we were pretty young or whatever. And I'm like, oh my goodness, he's starting to feel more like a friend or something, to me, instead of just like I don't know, it's something about like even us, being close to each other like that. It's kind of like it's weird now or something like this. Like we're that fucking close. And I didn't understand. What? Okay. And I didn't understand or whatever. So we kind of broke up or whatever for a couple years. We did a couple, we did things or whatever, talk to other people or whatever and everything like this, right? And then we end up, I ended up, yeah, I think it was like 99 maybe. I was, got pregnant with my daughter or whatever. We ended up getting back together or whatever. But, what the heck is that? Okay. But anyways, so and then we moved out together and everything. Woo, woo, woo. So like I told y'all, it seemed like somebody trying to go back in time and erase me as this person in this life. Whatever we created together was maybe like a new in the beginning, right? Um. So all right. So I was just thinking about this now. Like even now going through these trials and tribulations for the past 2 years, it's almost like we dealing with Houdini husband energy or Houdini something. Like I'm thinking when we got back together, maybe when we got back together and then we got married, okay? I feel like there was a story about Maximilian or something in one of those like Japanese like sci-fi cartoon things or something where this man ended up marrying this woman on the wedding night he ended up on the honeymoon or whatever. Okay, whatever it is. He ended up leaving her after the wedding night or whatever, and he left with all of her wealth, right? Okay. So like I said, this make me think about something like that. What if they've done this and then when this masculine leaves with the wealth, he builds a whole new life. Like he knows what she wants to do. Like again, I shared my dreams or whatever, even though it seems like he's just a subtle guy that's just from a hometown that likes to go to work and come home every day and don't want no hobbies, no activity, don't like he's just a regular, a regular smegular guy. All right. And I have all these dreams and things like this, right? So it's something about like, me being still centered in that place while this masculine energy goes off and does this thing. Now he may go around the world, spread his seed. Cause I was thinking about the last unicorn or I was thinking about something about some seed or something like this, right? Because now we're immaculate. We're like, is the word that I want to use? Something together. We've created something within ourselves or something, right? So like some kind of God essence or something. So this person is out, doing whatever. Okay, maybe selling their royal oats or whatever. And I feel like me on a galactic level is standing in one place, but these people are doing either scientific experiments or they are having me deal with more etherical energies or more galactic energies, right? So my seed is spreading a different type of way. All right. Again, also being in a Knight of Wands energy in my youth, in my teenage years and shit like this, right? Or in my younger years. Where this person seemed to be really like stable, but really we're dealing with this is what I'm picking up, man. We're dealing with the energy of somebody in a likeness or a clone or a twin of this, a secret twin or something of this person. Watch out for that cord. That is stable here with me, right? But there's some type of alliances or something, some kind of agreement or something where these other entities have access. No. So these other entities have access to me, standing one without my knowledge, right? Okay. All right. So I feel like there's a whole bunch of brainwashing, mental manipulation, a whole bunch of bye. A whole bunch of other stuff going on here, right? So this is why I'm able to stack up this information or something like this and not really, I don't know, because I'm thinking, man, woo, yeah, man, okay. So I was thinking about this storyline of this feminine energy too, that every time she has, with a guy, he dies. But then I thought about this. Maybe these are clone energies or something like this, or shadow energies or something like this. And, maybe throughout my life, something has been more something than I know, because it feels like a lot of these masters that came into my field or something like this, that they ended up dying and coming back as like little g gods or something. So it's like I don't know. I don't know if this person got these people exiled, you know, somebody that's on the onlooker, a god energy, a higher force or something, have these people exiled or in these people's lives and bring them back. I don't know. It just seemed like some weird shit. Okay. But what I'm thinking is maybe even this masculine was taken away because he got caught doing something or something like this, right? And now he's free, but he can't come around here or something. I don't know. Why do I feel like this? But I don't know. I just feel like it's a clone. Like, I don't know. I feel like this masculine is resting in all four corners of the earth. I feel like one of these masculines in the north, a clone may be in the south, a clone may be in the east, and a clone may be in the west. You know, a clone may be somewhere in the center or something like this. But, you know, it's something about possibly this masculine seed and something about my eggs or something, my grapes. Okay. But I feel like, again, whatever this is, you know, I was watching this thing, like I said, about this man that allowed his wife to have these affairs. And sometimes I feel like in some kind of way, like some of this stuff is like somebody that's a mastermind. I just like a mega mind, you know, on there was this cartoon back in the 90s where this it was like this alien thing or whatever, but it was this man with his head and he had this clear dome over his head and his brain was like exposed or something. So I feel like this is like some type of mastermind type of thing here where we're dealing with like subtle mind control or something like this. Or don't ask, don't tell, you know. It's something like this that I feel was going on. But let's just empty out all that, right? I feel like right now, during this 2 years of being multiple and fruitful and multiplying, people were supposed to go out there and invest or engage or grow, you know, be, you know, make alliances or be these sexual, and I won't call them immoralities if they were probably working within the group of or the place where the region that these people live. But if they go outside of that and start working with, like, say you're in the Midwest and you start going to the East in New York and start dealing with a feminine energy there, and you and that feminine energy build an alliance, and you end up using that alliance that you have to come against your empress or the queen bee in your area, then that would be a sexual immorality, and that would mean that both of these people will not they will either lose their heads or don't have no power over this feminine energy. But then again, like I said, this is a secret thing. I feel like somehow these people use witches or something, right? Maybe because I think more so towards the east, the northeast is where we talk about like the witch trials and stuff like that were going on. So I feel like they use these witches and their power. Now, these witches don't have the same power and authority that the empress or the American empress or the chosen one or the American empress, whoever she would be throughout the test of time, or the wife of God energy. She don't really have these witches don't have no power over, or they can't really kill her. But what they can do is cause strife and wrath and envy. And, you know, they can be jealous and they can cause, you know, things and do womb work and send people into thine gates to harm you in some kind of way. They can continue to suck from you or drain your energy or whatever, you know. They can sneakily do those things, especially if this masculine energy is leaving that area. The real conduit or energy person that is connected to you to know that these things are going on may be off, you know, with that Papa was a Rolling Stone energy, messing around with other feminines throughout the country or something like that, right? So it's like an abandonment thing. You know, so this person's not there to protect you or anything like this. It's just basically you have a stable place. You're always going to have a stable place. But is it really secure? You see what I'm saying? So again, I feel like after these 2 years of some type of judging of these people that's not really judges, they're enemies, you know, of them judging you and putting the pressure on you and doing all this stuff is to prove that this woman is psycho. She hears voices. She's a slut, you know, because this is somebody that's a so-called divine being that's going to be interconnected with a lot of different energies. Some of them are going to be masculine energies. Some of them are going to bring certain aspects and certain outlooks into her life. She's going to be, you know, telepathically communicating with these entities. Maybe even writing letters or poems or different type of creative things. This stuff is going to come out, right? So it's easy for this man to say, oh, she just talks on her YouTube channel about, you know, these men or whatever. But there's no, from my knowledge, you know what I'm saying, there's no physical interaction here. But I feel like at some point in time when these women get obsessed with these men and obsessed with this woman, they are the watchers, they are the gatekeepers, they are the witches, so they can allow for, you know, something very bad to happen. Whether this is just things ended up missing out of your home. This could be either you know, people coming in and recording you doing things, or things being done to you. So say this person can't run you out or make you sad enough or sit there and mess you up enough where you go out there and start sleeping around. It's almost like these men in a covert way force these women by not interacting, by not being giving a woman naturally what she needs. It will force her to go out there and not force her, because anybody could just get a divorce, but you know, normal people, 9 times out of 10, people don't do that. They just cheat. They just cheat. You know what I'm saying? They might get caught, they might not. You might ask and they tell. You may ask, they don't tell. You may not ask it. You may, you know, it, whatever, however it goes. All right. But I feel like if they can't get you to do that, okay, you're being righteous or whatever, sourced and set you down and slowed you down or showed you something that you need to know about, right? Then they'll make it up, or they'll allow these people, right, to come. If these women will start letting attacks happen to you physically, where or even the masculine could even be in on it if he finds one of these women more intriguing, or that he can use this woman and she's more beneficial to him. So this could get to the point where the person will have to have some kind of alliance with somebody in your family, within that tribal unit within this family, because I'm hearing somebody saying once you get married to a man, you belong to his family. So it's making me think about that energy where Source kept saying keep it in the family. They keep it in the family. So you may be dealing with a conduit that is just an AI version or a clone, and even the men in the family can interact or switch out that vassal, right? So you know, you may be you looking at this person physically, right? But what I'm picking up on is energetically with this witchcraft and this sorcery that these people use as warlocks, right? They're not vocal about none of this, right? So with this, they can, you know, switch, they can alternate, where the father may be in energetically dealing with this male's body, and you may be dealing with the father, the brother, whatever. These people use that masculine's clone as a conduit. Since God doesn't dwell there, these people act godly and everything like this, but they may be the ones that are dwelling in the vassal of this masculine. Do you get what I'm saying? And something could get real wrong, because sometimes the father or somebody else could get obsessed with that person, and then this might put danger on the actual masculine energy that is his wife anyways. So they could, if they know this person don't want to share, or they're jealous or something, they could get this person to be exiled, right? Like I said, and then use a clone or something like this, so the rest of the family can take advantage of, because it's something about these women that are very fucking special. You know, no matter what, look at what I just said, the lovers right here on the top of the deck. She is confused. She like, are you really, you know, he have to look familiar to her twin or her lover, or she wouldn't probably be this close to him, right? But the point is, she's looking like, she's trying to look in his face, like she's trying to get a sense like, wait a minute, your ass acting different today. Is that even you in there? You know, this is what this card always gives me right here. Okay, so we just about to do one of these freestyles where I just let the cards fall where they may. All right. So again, I feel like that's what I'm picking up on here. And then when it comes to legalities, these people, now mind you, this is a whole corporation or something that's going on. There has been benefits that's from you, things that have been done, secret recordings, secret wife swapping energy or something like this, energetically or otherwise, okay, without the wife being notified or asked her permission, right? And so now there's this energy of this person may have these recordings or something like this, right, that they either allowed, you know, because this is already a contract. So, you know, is it a marriage or is it a contract? And you can't get out the contract anyways until after this amount of years or whatever. So it don't even matter. If you get a divorce, this person will still have some type of ownership possibly over you, or some type of power. Okay. So it's just making me think of something like that. Like, yeah, these women become that. Because I told you guys something was showing me a dream a while back, like my spouse had left and was married to my sister, and then after that he was married to my sister-in-law, which is his brother's wife. Now these are dreams or visions that I have, but I'm wondering why, you know, and they don't look the same. You know, they don't look at the same as the women that show up at the Christmas dinner. You know, the sister energy that you're familiar with right here in your whole little thing or in your hometown. You know what I'm saying? These women that come into these visions and these pictures and these images and stuff, they look slightly different. They are different. There's something different in their eyes. Okay, like they've lost their soul, or they lost something to gain some type of riches or some type of lifestyle or something. And I'm wondering if this is a masculine trying to stop me from taking that part of the thing or something, right? So that they can save me from having to sell my soul or something like this. But I feel like my heart has been taken or something like this. Like somebody has trapped the heart so it can't feel for anybody else. Maybe this is even like a curse, or maybe this is even like a spell or something like this, okay? So, so like I was saying, so when it comes to finances, the corporation could have made a lot of money off this feminine energy, this cash cow energy, right? And then she if she doesn't want to comply, or she realized her real own power and her own strength, and that now she can eliminate some of these women that brought strife to her. Once she can identify them and this masculine feels some kind of way about these women, then it's up to him to see, do he want to sacrifice her? Do he want to kick her out? Do he want to let them run her out? But like their hands is not going to be tied to it. Maybe, and that's why I want to get I want to go ahead and ask source, or really meditate on that today. Is it the masculine now that's like, oh, allowing these women to do this, or are they doing this and he's just acting oblivious to it? It's hard to think that the latter is. I mean the first. Okay, it's hard to think the first. All right, so this could be what this is. Like I said, if they can't prove her doing something wrong, now he's built alliance. There's secret things. There's secret meetings with these other women, with this secret society or secret group. There's ties with these women. They're tired of seeing her as the empress, sitting there not doing nothing, and they all have to work, right? Okay, they all have to produce something or something like this. All right, and she just gets to sit there. Okay, and somebody else wants that spot now. Okay, so they're gonna make it real uncomfortable. So now this could be a fake god or a woman trying to act like she's more powerful than me, right? And so you think your little witch tricks and all this other shit. When again, I'm not supposed to be suffering a witch at all. This is where we get into that religious aspect where no. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel like they keep doing this to make it look like God is weak, to say, where's your God now, right? Because I feel like sometimes these women end up taking the man out. They may even see it's more beneficial to have the feminine, because there's something about the feminine that is the whole beginning of this, the God aspect. It's the beginning of it all. It's the feminine energy and the masculine energy coming together in that activation, but it's something about the feminine energy. Maybe something like youthful, or something that they can gain more so from the feminine aspect. So I feel like these witches can get together, like I said, with those hooded energies. And we seen that lovers lady with that red hood. We seen that group of people with the red hoods and the black hoods in that read last night. So again, they can somehow then, kill this masculine, because there's a genuine love between him and his woman now. Okay. And he's not gonna let nobody take her out. Like, he don't want to lose her like that. So these women might have to get rid of this man, in order to do whatever this is. Now again, this could be brainwashing. This could be sending somebody crazy. This could be sending somebody to jail. This could be sending somebody into exile, because these women would know more secrets in his dirty work than, it's like a work wife, and then other bitches or concubines. They know the dirt about. They pillow talk with him. He's just there to make you feel safe. Buy your food and pay your bills and be your companion to a certain extent, right? But really, the sensual soft side of this person goes to possibly these concubines, whether they're telepathically or otherwise. All right. So again, like I said, this is like so when the Christ energy emerges, right, and says, I'm here, I'm powerful too, I'm this, then the community wants to reject, even your own family. They want to reject that feminine energy. So this could be that energy of the Christ, even saying, well, I don't want to share. I've been in control all this time, and she been under my control. She ain't knew she had that damn power. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want her to know that shit now. And if she find out what I've been doing and what we've been doing, I'm in trouble. So I'll just flee. So this make me think about Iraq or Iraq. So Iraq, racks of dough, or racking up bitches or whatever. And then Iran. So it's like something about somebody ran, like somebody racked up debt, racked up something, racked up whatever the fuck you want to call it, something. And then they ran, or they got chased, or they ran, or something like this, right? But I feel like once this masculine energy is gone as the masculine, as the King of Cups, then I'm the King of Cups. You see what I'm saying? It's not one of the concubines. It's not the work wife. It's not no, it's the wife that have the fucking it's the wife that have the, I want to say clause, that has the, the actual first, or the actual marriage certificate or something like this, right? Yeah. So again, maybe some of these women, your friends and family and stuff like that, they go under the radar with this masculine. It may be something like very vampiric to another degree here, but with science or something like this, where these people don't grow, they don't age as much. They're going to use these people as like fine wine or something to like nurture or nourish something here. The vineyard or something like this, right? If you stop producing, okay. So if you stop producing, all right. So this could be also these women contaminating somebody's blood, or making someone sick, or making them look very sick and, grotesque, or, having the masculine refrain from buying her those special things or something like this, so she doesn't look so, and even if this is a season, because I keep seeing like a catalog with women in it, right? And if these men are, attracted to this woman, or she's getting all this, and another husband might come in, right? And say, okay, you know what? You got that wife or whatever. And if you ready to get rid of her, shit, I'll take her right off your hands. But it's almost like not until we destroy, with this tower right here in the middle. Definitely dealing with some Queen of Swords energy. Again, we got the World card. I'm coming out, okay? I want the world to know. So this is like, again, she's stepping out into her full power. She's not in this cage thing or something like this anymore, or this is what people want her to do. Okay, she's done being groomed or something, but I feel like somebody's trying to force this person out of this thing too soon, is what they've done, by trying to show a fake infidelity, or try to show something that is maybe even it may be even something in your Akashic, or something that is government sealed information that somebody took so that they could use this up against this person over the day. So this is somebody spying on you as what you were doing when you were 15, 16, 20, 30, may have found some information or something like this, and they're using this, but this should be, those classified documents should not be able to be shared anywhere. Okay? So I feel like this is how dirty that this shit can get right here. Okay? Yeah, so you end up unsure, or waking up feeling, dazed or confused sometimes, or was that a dream, or was that real life? Was people in here, or was that a dream or something like this? Okay. And so somebody's bending over backwards here trying to give somebody a pentacle now. It's like somebody didn't want to give you a fucking penny. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody wanted to get out of a marriage without paying or something like this, right? Because they thought they were going into something better. But this could be somebody that even thought they were going into something better, and this person just took everything. And they wish they would have just set you up with a nest egg or some shit like this, because this person, somebody then came in and tried to take everything from this person, or that's what they're thinking. Okay, so we talk about things that are past, present, and future. Things that are seen and unseen. Things are sensed and known, and things that people are thinking. Okay, while you're sleeping, or while they're sleeping, or again that whole energy of the Three of Pentacles, or me being able to be like a fly on the wall in rooms where two or more speak in my name, right? So we got Justice in reverse here, and it was coming in kind of sideways, but this might be, again, because this is all wrapped up into the justice system, politics, all this shit, all these people know about this when it's time for this harvest or whatever the fuck this might be. All right. Okay, so then things are not going to be just. You're going to be screaming out to the community. They're not going to hear you. They're not going to help you. They're going to kick you when you're down. It's something that's therapy for these people now, to see you hurting, to imagine you as this horrible person. See, not knowing this whole time you may have been even captured here, cut off from God. There could be a dome, a glass dome, or a iron dome, or it could be something that seals you off from God, so these people can sneak in and out, teleport or something like this or whatever, and do whatever they want. And then when they want to, it could even be getting a God to be ashamed of his daughter by saying she's out here doing this, and that. But it's actually, these are setups here that they're doing to set somebody up to make God not favor that